I learned that food was a way for me not to feel my emotions. And it was a way for me to it was a distraction, and it was a way to kind of numb things or make me feel happy when I was actually feeling sad. What most diet systems miss is the emotional side of things. I think that as a society, we know what we need to do for diet and exercise, and we know the science behind it, and we know everything there is to know about nutrition. But it's a matter of applying it. And in the past, I know a lot about what foods to eat and what foods to stay away from and what foods do once they're in your body and the effects of exercise. And I know I can rattle it all off, but there were reasons why at times in my life I wasn't applying that knowledge, and I believe that those reasons were emotional. There were beliefs that I held that sabotaged my progress. So I would get excited about my new plan of diet and exercise, or I would get excited about my new way of thinking about what it is that I wanted to accomplish. And I would do a great job for 2 weeks, and then I would start to sabotage myself. I saw women who had brought food to the class and then left it there. They decided at the end of the class that they didn't want it anymore, or that they didn't need it, or that they were happier without it, so that they didn't bring it with them. They didn't bring it home with them. A lot of times I kind of go on autopilot, and I make unconscious decisions when it comes to eating and food. And EFT and anchoring and all of these other techniques that I learned in the class, it's like a toolbox that I can stop in that moment and recognize what I'm doing and what I want to do, so that I don't make unconscious choices anymore. I think my habitual thoughts and patterns of thinking have affected my weight in the past, but at the moment I feel like I'm working to change them when they are brought to my attention. So I would say in the past they have, but I feel that now I'm really aware of what they are, and that when it comes up I can recognize it as a pattern, and I can consciously choose to break it. Even though the class was about weight loss, it completely touched on other aspects of just living that were pertinent and that contributed to weight loss factors. So we talked about so many different topics that are just part of your daily life and that are part of your patterns and ways of thinking and thought and being and communicating and relating to other people. And I see that as a crucial element to weight loss or weight gain or maintaining a healthy weight, because I feel that, especially as a woman, there are hundreds and thousands of aspects of life that are all integrated and connected, and it's really hard to break those apart or separate them. And weight loss, I think, and weight gain is really affected by all of those interwoven aspects of life. So touching upon all of those aspects was a great way to deal with the topic of weight loss.